What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to a very special Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report from Aegis Brand Studios. As usual, I'm your host, Leland, and I'm joined by Alex.
Hello.
And very excited because this week we got the convention exclusive I Am No Jedi box onto the table here.
Yeah.
Managed to get it received by AMG, so thank you so much for from AMG for that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, got it painted up, and we're getting that battle report in there, so we're going to see how it all turns out here. So we got some Rebel on Empire action. Now remember, guys, if you like what you see, get that algorithm going. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Or you can support the channel monetarily by going to patreon.com/AegisBrandStudios or use YouTube membership. Or even just go to iwargame.net. Use code AegisBrand. Let them know we sent you. Save 10% on one of these great pre-marked maps. Anyway, let's take a look at the teams. All right, so we have a synchronized boy group of the Empire here.
We've got some really synchronized poses going on.
You can copy the homework, just don't make it too obvious, right?
So, of course, we've got the brand new Darth Vader Fallen Master, who I'm very excited to play.
With
more
busted
Vaders.
helmet.
With busted helmet,
Yes,
which is
sir.
very cool. It's the... Man, I just love the way this guy looks. Very similarly posed to the primary he is with Moff Gideon.
Yep.
Who I think will be helping out Vader doing some melee violence and taking points. And with them, we've got the ISB agents. Over here, we've got Thrawn, who will be trying to help out Vader by getting him to move with those cool battle tactics. And we've got Bosk, because he's just a cool dude.
We like Bosk.
We love Bosk. He's having a great time.
What's all the love?
And then we've got two robots who we need to teach how cool lizards with shotguns are.
Got to teach them how to love.
Yeah.
There we go. And across the way, we are going almost full Spectre with this one. Ahsoka is Spectre in everything but tag.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway. But we have Kanan with Sabine and Chopper in one squad. They should be mixed, flopped here. Then we got Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum with Ezra Bridger and the Rebel Commandos. And we are going to see how well they do in this game. So yeah, let's take a look. We're all set, ready to go. The Rebels have their nice little battle line over here, ready to charge into the Empire forces. We have Vader and Moff Gideon doing their best Spider-Man impression.
Yeah, that cape is getting in the way of his deployment a little bit.
Sure is. And then we got Thrawn with Bosk and the Dark Troopers hanging out over on this other tower right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alex, you won priority.
I did.
Yep. So we got shifting we got Sabotage Showdown.
The other
the other S one. And we have...
Shut down the alarms.
Yeah. So this is Refresher Force on a tactics
I love
ability.
This.
All right. Yeah, this is good for you. You got 5 Force to work with, so that's good for you. The Empire kicking us off with Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I don't hate it.
You mean it gets a whole bunch of people up the board for you, right? All right, Thrawn's getting reserved.
Yeah, and he's going to be paying a force as well, so he gets a cool reposition as part of this.
Why not? Because if you top deck Vader, you're going to get that force back, right?
I really hope I don't top deck Vader, but...
Yeah, you don't want to see him this early on.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
I can work with
ISBs
this.
are great for you there. All right, so what's the ISBs up to?
Well, one of them's going to take a walk, climb up this ladder.
Curses, those stupid ladders. The Rebels have not mastered this technology yet.
The other one, I think, is also going to take a walk and climb up this ladder.
I trust your judgment. You totally haven't been cheating against me all this time,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. And then we're going to hunker.
Yep.
We're not quite in on 2, so we're just going to hunker this way, hit that wall, and then be in 2.
Yeah, just makes my shooting a little bit less efficient against you, right? So, beautiful.
And that's it for them.
And you will take control of 3 objectives.
I will.
All right, for the Rebellion, we have Mr. Ezra Bridger, eh? All right, I'm actually cool with Ezra. Ezra's going to run over here. He's going to hit this ingress point right here.
Terrible.
And then we're going to spend a force. And we're going to do a jumpy jump.
He covered so much distance.
And just do a jumpy jump. Just get over there and look at that. Now I'm engaged with you.
No hunk.
So we're engaged with both. We're just going to hit this one in the back there.
Makes
Because
sense.
that's the one I can shove. So 7 dice coming in.
Oh, in the box.
That's a very good start.
4 expertise.
Oh, oof.
It's not bad. What's your expertise doing for you?
My expertise, my 3 expertise here is going to be, let's see, A crit, a damage, and a strike.
Okay. My 4 expertise is 2 blocks and a crit to a fail.
All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, so I didn't quite do as phenomenally as I was hoping there, but it was enough to shove you back a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're just going to follow up just to get right up in your grill there.
And win that tie.
Yeah, we're going to win the tie, and I'm debating if I want to do an unreliable informant on these guys as well, which I think I'm actually okay. I don't think I need to do an unreliable informant. I don't think I care about pinning or dashing them at the moment. Actually, so we're just going to skip unreliable informant. We're just going to score 3.
All right.
Empire responds with the Dark Troopers.
I don't hate it.
No, that's a pretty good pull. Dark Troopers just plodding all up.
Yep. Well, plodding is a strong term because they are zooming today.
Yeah, they're surprisingly fast.
Because they're also going to use the jump boots.
Yeah, makes sense. But they're just going up there stealing the nice midline objective for you.
Yep. We're going to see if we're in range.
Oh, they're what, range 4 or 5?
They're range 5.
Yeah, you... maybe the back guy
I think the back guy might not be.
Back guy's not, but this guy definitely is.
Okay,
so you got at
we'll
least
take
1 shot there.
1 shot into you.
Okay, I got 7 dice with my hunker and terrain here.
I got 6.
I
Not
see.
a very good 6.
Oh, I mean, you got a crit in there, so...
That expertise is 2 strikes.
So I am just blocking 3, it looks like.
Which is my 3 strikes.
Okay.
So my crit goes through. The shove's not doing much, so we'll just do 2 damage to you.
2 damage. All right. And I'll score you 3, and we'll both get some momentum.
Yep.
Boom. Rebel's going to respond with Chopper. Chopper is going to go. He's just going to hit this ingress point right up here. And then he's going to spend a thing to get down to there.
Okie dokes.
Yeah.
Get engaged.
Get engaged. And I guess hit the ISBs. Sure. We'll do a little mayhem. 3 dice.
A little mayhem.
Yep, 3 dice coming in. One of each. So you're already disarmed, so you're going to take a point of damage for that. You're going to get strained, and you're going to get exposed at this point. Chopper is living up to the ability name with some mayhem here. Yeah. Now it's time for a little punchy punch. Chopper with 8 dice.
Okay. I will take this for an exposed roll.
You'll take your 3 there. Yeah. I've already removed 2 here. My 4 expertise is going to be 2 crits and a pin.
So
3 go through.
Okay.
3 crits go through, and your pin for the Yahtzee.
Yo, the Yahtzee! The full rainbow.
And I said 3 goes through. That's going to be another... I guess it's going to be another 4 damage and a pin.
Okay.
Does that take you down yet?
You reapply the pin, and that kills me.
Sweet. Oh, that's right. You're already pinned.
Because you got the full rainbow.
Okay. Well, that means Chopper. Sometimes you do things right. I can make one of my mooks move around here.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Which is actually kind of cool. That's going to trigger Chopper. Sometimes you do it right, and we're just going to move Ezra up a little bit more. He's still within 2 of the objective, but also just kind of body blocking that ingress point.
Yeah.
And I will get some momentum for that, and I'll score 3. 1, 2, 3. Rebels off to a good start this game. All right, Empire responding with Moff Gideon.
I can work with this.
All right, Moff Gideon.
We're going to start by getting Vader facing the correct direction.
God, that's awkward.
And then he is going to also get a dash, which will take him right over here.
All right, and is he close enough to climb?
To climb, yes.
Oh, okay. And it looks like, I think you should be able to get engaged with both there. I think.
Looks like it.
Looks like it.
I'm definitely engaged with both. I'm not on the point, but I'm engaged.
All right, so about to get, what is this, 8 dice to the face?
8 die because of my identity.
Okay, bring it on.
Hitting Ezra.
Whew! Good hit.
Good hit.
Good block with Ezra, too. That's actually going to be blocking 4 and a dash for me.
My 2 expertise on this side is going to be a crit and a damage.
So 4 crits and a damage going through. Oof.
Okay.
That's a spicy punch there.
So you have a dash, you said?
I do have a dash. Yeah.
How much health does he have?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to go along the bottom tree.
Can you take him?
I can't take him, but I can apply a strain and shove you off the point.
Fun times.
And do 5 damage, which means if you dash back onto it, you die.
Yeah, okay, that's very fair.
So we got a cool shove.
Yep.
Gets you right over there.
I'm right over there.
I will follow up.
Yes, sir.
Right over to here.
Which should put you... Oh, yeah, that definitely puts you within 2 there.
And then that hits you with 5 damage, a strain, and an exposed.
Yeah, that certainly hurts. I think the strain bugs me more than the exposed, to be honest.
Yeah. So did you want to dash?
I'll pass.
Oh, got it.
I'll pass on that one, I think. You'll take the point back, and you're going to score 4. Breaking the stalemate a little bit there.
Let's go.
All right, who do we got next? We got Ahsoka. Not yet.
Spending 2 force to reserve.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's 2 force, isn't it? All right, Ahsoka's gonna rock up here. This ladder's getting a lot of good use.
Oh my goodness, she makes that wild.
And yeah, all my characters have been able to make it with like room
This
to
is
spare.
killing me.
Then we're gonna spend a force.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna jump over there, and we're gonna take the point back from Moff Gideon, regardless of what happens here.
Yeah.
And I got 3 force remaining after that jump, and here comes a little punchy punch. 7 dice in Jarkai.
Okay, only 1 fail.
He's rolling 6 dice in defense.
Yeah, this is melee side.
Jeez, all right. I mean, my expertise is going to be a crit and a strike, so not as impressive as I would have liked.
My 3 expertise is going to be block, crit to strike.
Block, crit to strike.
And then I block 4.
So 2 go through.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4 damage into Moff Gideon there. We're going to spend 2, and we're going to punch you again.
Okay.
Hoping for 3 successes here. In the box.
Okay. This is the same roll as before.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I will add a crit and a strike to my thing here.
And I will block 4 again and turn a strike or crit to a strike. So 3 go through, which still kills me.
Okay. So that time I did get you that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to refresh a force. Yay! I get to do a jump, which I don't know if it really matters. I think I'm happy kind of with where Ahsoka is at the moment. And now I get to make the decision if I refresh another force or if I do a 5-die attack, I'm going to refresh another force.
That makes sense.
And there we go. That is, so all the force that I spent on doing the double tap, I just got back.
Yep.
So that works perfect for me. There'll be some momentum, and I will score 3.
Okay.
There we go. Back over to the dark side. Battle tactic.
Okay, we're getting somewhere here.
All right, so what you going with?
We're going with the top one that buffs the next person's attack.
Okay.
And getting the Shatterpoint.
All right, so it's whoever you want to go. Do you know who?
No.
All right, have we decided?
We have, and as much as I want Vader to go punch Ahsoka, it is going to be the Dark Troopers.
All right, yeah, the Dark Troopers give you a lot of utility here.
Yeah.
So, here,
Thank you.
I got this over here.
Yeah, we're going to be boogieing on up.
I'm going to save the rocket boots for
the second move.
For the second move, and then he'll just get up. Just
right behind him, yeah.
Right behind, yeah.
And then it's rocket boots time.
Oh, do you want to shoot first?
No, I want to punch. Punching's better.
Oh, because you get the extra
I get
die.
The extra die, and I think their expertise is a little better.
I mean, I have a crappy odds against this regardless.
Plus, you don't have hunker anymore or cover. So, jumped. Not knocking everything possible.
There we go. You're going to take that point regardless.
Yep.
There we go. We're just going to fix that there. Okay, so which one punches first?
We're going to start with this guy.
All right, 7 dice into my 4.
Yeah, that's 7.
Yeah, because you're using Moff's ability, I assume, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, you could choose not to if you choose.
That's good. That's good.
I'll block 2.
Okay, so you had 1 expertise, right?
Yeah, I think you got him one way or the other.
Because you're blocking 2. My 2 expertise is doing a crit.
Well, your 3 expertise, you mean?
You know what?
Will be a crit and strike.
I will be using the battle tactics ability. So you had 1 expertise. I'll add an extra 1.
Are you sure it's worth it to strain him?
It's.
Are you sure? Oh no, it's disarm.
It will be disarm,
Are you
but
sure
the
it's
second one gets to attack.
You'll strip it, yeah, but I think you got them regardless, to be honest. Because I'm only taking 2 out of here, right?
That means I'll be doing
so you'll be
4.
4 through. Can you do 6 damage on 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah, so I will need to do the second attack. You know what? 5. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the expertise.
Yeah,
which means
you're getting 5 through. You're only getting 5 through if you steal my expertise as well, and then you're going to disarm yourself in the process.
You're right. So we don't do it.
Yeah.
We get 4 through, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
And am I getting pinned and strained?
Pinned, shoved, strained.
Pinned, shoved, strained. Okay.
And because it was we're going to shove you off.
Yeah. Now you can shoot me. All right. And now I get a shot to the face.
Yeah, this is only 6 die because Moff
you need 1 success. Hey, look, you're getting your successes.
That's
I'll block in 4.
This is 2 strikes on the shooting, so 3 go through. Yeah, we're gonna.
So you got me for sure.
We got you for sure. We're gonna shove you twice.
Okay. I actually have expected you to take the jump, but.
Actually, yeah, we'll shove you once, we'll repin you, and we'll take the jump.
Oh no, I'm pinned again. What was it? I was pinned and what else? Strained?
Pinned and strained for the first attack,
pinned and strained, okay.
And then, yeah, we'll jump and get into a slightly... Ooh! I could jump and get into a better position, or I could...
You could jump back and shore up that position
Jump back and shore up that position, which...
Like, I can't just force push you off here either. Like,
no,
I
but
need
Kanan... Oh, Kanan doesn't get a crackback because that's not Spectre.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
so I will jump back and shore up that back point.
So that gets you about... Gets you about to there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to take this point right here. Kanan is just going to respond by jumping up to here.
Yeah.
Sadly, I was not within 2 of the Rebel Commandos, so I don't get to do my helpful little things on them. And yeah, you get some momentum for that.
And score 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You've had 2 very good turns between Moff Gideon and the Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
All right, we have the Shatterpoint card. All right, we're going to Shatterpoint Kanan. We're going to attempt to move the Rebel Commandos there. And then Kanan himself... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
Holding on.
Can't do it that way.
Because they're not Spectre.
Because they're not Spectre. So, okay, yeah. So Sabine is just going to dash up to here, get backstopped by the commandos there.
Makes sense.
Which will allow Kanan to dash and hit this ingress point.
Yep.
So we'll just do that right there. And we're just going to focus and punch.
Yep.
All right, Kanan's then going to focus, throw 9 dice on Form 3 Sarasu into the Dark Troopers.
Another very good defense roll.
Yeah, that's not boding well for me here.
Okay.
My one expertise here. By the way, should I? Nah. I was thinking, should I?
Force to coordinate fire.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should have.
I think you're running a little tight.
I am running tight. I am. Even though I refreshed to force. Actually, you know what? I refreshed to force for the Shatterpoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this coordinated fire?
Damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just damage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add a crit and a strike.
Okay. I'm going to block a total of 5 and turn a crit to a strike.
Are you serious? So with the coordinated fire and everything, you're going to take 2 damage after protection, but I am going to shove you off the point.
Yeah.
Which is important for me because I'm going to flip this point back.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to follow up to
Makes sense.
To like there. That's what we're going to do. You're going to just ping that right there. I did not do the damage I wanted to do at all there. That was unfortunate. I will only score 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Empire responding with Bosk.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Bosk.
Bosk is going to walk over to here.
Lizard with a shotgun.
Which does get him within range 5 of that point. So we're going to spend the force.
Sure does.
And we're going to do explosive ordnance.
All right, 5 dice looking for expertise.
1.
Chopper and Ahsoka will take 1 point of damage apiece.
Yep.
All right. I don't think there's anything else going on there, right?
No. Well, I mean, there is a dash.
There is a dash, but I was thinking more damage-wise. Sadly, my protection on Chopper doesn't get around that. And am I about to take a shotgun to the Ahsoka's face?
Maybe Ahsoka. I'm not sure.
All right, who's Bosk looking at?
We're looking at Sabine.
All right, so I got 4 dice to your what? 6?
7.
7. All right,
and
2
it ain't
crits.
Bad. 2 fails, but 2 crits, 2 expertise.
I'll block 3.
My 2 expertise is 2 strikes, which means you block all 3 of my strikes, and my 2 crits go through.
Okay.
My
defense dice have not really been on point this game.
You did block everything possible in that roll.
I did, but it was also 4 expertise, which was not ideal, right?
We're going to do 3 damage and pin her.
3 damage and a pin?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like... Oh, I have protection. You're going to deal 2 damage and a pin.
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't like the pin, but it is what it is. So, boom, there it goes. And is that boss all done?
That is going to be boss all done, yeah.
All right, and you'll score 3. Moving on, and we have Miss Sabine Wren. All right, Sabine is going to go, and we are going to move Kanan right up to here, getting him on the point. We're going to shake this condition. And I know I'm kind of giving this point up for a potential Vader activation. We're then going to move all the way over here. And I really want to shoot, but shooting is not a good idea at the moment, I don't think. So we're going to spend...
you can't shoot, because you shook and then walked.
That's right. So we're going to spend a force. And we're going to choose this objective right here.
Okay.
And we're going to roll 5 dice.
So it could hurt her, but it could also hurt the Dark Trooper.
Yeah. Yeah, but I need to be within range here.
Yep.
So I roll 5 attack dice.
Okay.
You're going to take 2 damage. I'm going to take 2 damage.
Okay. And this gets around protection. So
this gets around protection, which then gives me a jump, which will put me right over to here, which will then flip this point in my favor.
Yeah.
So a lot of moving parts there to do that. I really wanted to shoot someone, but I was not allowed to shoot anyone in this particular case. Yes, no. So there we go. I will score 4, I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of a churn I needed there, and that is Sabine all done. Thrawn coming out of reserve.
Thrawn's coming out of reserve. He's going to start by taking a leisurely stroll.
He wants to go have a talk with the artist.
Yes. And then he's going to pay a force for I want you to know failure and utter defeat. You know, all that fun stuff.
Because you never pass up an opportunity for more dice.
Yes.
So there we go. All right, 11 dice. Thrawn's about to just punch me in an alley here. That's a lot of fails, but you still got what you needed, I think.
4 fails.
Because I have no crit mitigation here.
Yeah, and then...
I'll block 4.
Before I forget, coordinated fire strain as well from the Dark Troopers.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll block 4.
It's there. My 1 expertise on this side is a crit and a pin.
So you're going to get 3 and a pin through.
Yeah, 3 and a pin. How much health does she have?
Only 4 left with protection, so you need to do 5.
Which I can do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It means I don't shove you off, but I can kill you.
Which is the same impact for you. So, there we go.
I can shove you off and kill you, because I already strained you with coordinated fire. So I can go 1, 2, 3, because I reapply the strain, and then 4, 5, and shove you off.
Okay. All right, so just going to shove Sabine back here.
Yep, shove her and strain her and kill her, all that fun stuff.
All that fun stuff. I do have some Kanan clapbacks.
Yes, but I think I've kind of backstopped myself on this point.
All right, so Kanan is going to recover twice and then jump. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to here.
Right in the pocket.
Right in the pocket. And we're going to throw a 5-die attack into Mr. Thrawn there. Okay. We'll do 5 into the Dark Troopers.
Okay.
That was not a great...
2 fails.
Oh my goodness, you're still getting 2 through. So you're blocking...
I'm blocking 3 and turning a crit to a strike.
That is so infuriating. The Dark Troopers are so goddamn good there. I'll do a crit and a strike for my stuff.
So 1 will go through.
Jeez, okay. So we will at the very least shove them over to here, get them off the point there. So I do retain control of it, and you're going to take 1 point of damage.
After protection, yeah.
After protection, yeah. Because your defense on the Dark Troopers are just so gosh darn good. And you will score 3, I believe.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so I got Rebel Commandos and I got Kanan left.
Yep.
The Commandos. All right, we made a slight error. The Dark Troopers would still be controlling this point right here.
Yes.
So you score 1 extra point on your last turn there. But now the Rebel Commandos, that actually makes things very easy. They're gonna wake up and do some stuff. All right, we're gonna spend 2 force, and we're gonna just get him up there. We're gonna take this point back there, and then this guy's just gonna get within 5 of this Dark Trooper here.
Which not a lot of distance needed.
Yeah, not a lot. I just want to stay out of as much line of sight as possible there. Focus, hunker, and now we take some pot shots. 8 dice going into the Dark Trooper. Not a great
They're
roll.
slowing down a bit here.
They're slowing down. Oh, good. You don't have crit mitigation this time.
It only turns it into a strike.
Oh, you still have
They have it on 1.
Oh, my goodness. Jeez.
So
you're blocking
it's 3 with a crit to a strike.
And then my 2 expertise here is 2 strikes go through.
Okay.
So that's going to be, after everything is said and done, 1 damage and a shove.
Okay.
Because, unfortunately, you are immune to pin.
Yeah. Go Dark Troopers.
Go Dark Troopers, yes. And we're just going to shoot him again. Now we're going to shoot into this one. Hopefully I can actually take him down. If not, at the very least, hopefully I can push you away. 3
It's the
again.
same thing as before.
So 2 go through.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Two go through again. So that's once again going to be 1 damage. You're immune to pin, because of course you are.
The Dark Troopers live forever.
Oh, jeez. How much health do they have left?
1.
They have 1 left. And I can't coordinated fire on myself, which is just... okay, but at the very least, I take this point back. I've shored up this point. I do score 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Still
4.
a very good turn.
Still a solid turn. Yeah, I can't be too upset by that one. I just wish I could have done just a tiny little bit more damage there.
For sure.
All right, so we're getting a Vader activation no matter what. I'm just glad it's not Battle Tactic into Vader.
I'm okay with this, because it opens up the world, the incredible world where I draw 3 battle tactics in a row.
So first thing is, you refresh your force because you're not strained. Woo!
Then he gets to...
remove a damage and you get to dash.
Yeah.
Yep. So do a little dash. And this is where the Empire starts taking control of things here.
We're going to scoot right on in there.
Yeah, I got him.
Thank you.
There we go. So you're going to get engaged with the rebel commandos.
Yep.
These guys are not having a good day.
That's the plan.
At all. Now, at the very least, you need to full tree me to take me down.
This is the end of my thing, so I'm going to spend my last 2 force.
Yes, sir.
And I am going to force pull you.
Okay.
Which I don't really think gives me a lot of movement on you.
No, not really.
But it does expose you.
Oh no, my 1 defense that I'll get from expertise.
I'm just trying to make sure you're really dead, because this is going to be 8 die.
Oh, like I said, you need to full tree me to take me down. 3 fails. I have a chance.
Yeah?
I have a chance. Because I'll block 1. So...
my 2 expertise is going to be a strike, and a block 2 a fail.
Okay, well, you'll full tree then.
I will full tree
You'll full tree then. So, oof. Well, actually, is it 5? Is the full tree?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so that's going to be 8 damage. The commando's
8 damage.
Down again.
2 shoves and a strain.
Do you just want to shove him right back?
I kind of want to shove him a little more towards the crate first, because I want the follow-up angle to get me on the point.
Oh, you're on the point.
Well, more on the point.
Okay, and then, yeah, we'll just move you over here.
Mm-hmm. And then the second shove can just be along... Oh, careful with that saber.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then
the second shove...
Just along that way.
Bonk, like that. Do you want to reposition anymore?
Yeah, we'll follow up again, just kind of straight towards him. Make it a little harder to get me off this.
There we go. I do have a Kanan trigger on this one. He's going to recover twice, so...
Cool. Yeah, peel the...
Yeah, we'll just peel the conditions off Sabine, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Kanan doesn't have anything on him. Yeah. But that's just a rebel, so I don't get an attack. I do get a jump. Is it worth it? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to...
Get a little bit of movement. Why not? I'm just going
to jump right over to there, like that.
And get engaged with the Dark Troopers.
Yeah. You'll get some momentum.
I just gave myself
Oh, you did? Okay. Yep. And you'll score...
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because I did a good job taking stuff back last turn. All right, very cool. Good activation from Vader.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
One shot of commandos. Ironically, that expertise actually would have helped me.
Yeah.
Because I would have blocked 1.
Yep.
And I think I would have stayed alive there.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got 1 activation left. We know it's Kanan. I'm going to get a force back for that. Not that it really matters because he only spends 2 force here. And now these guys have to spend 2 force to do coordinated fires.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do then is I think we're just going to punish the Dark Troopers.
That's fair.
And try our best to just take them down finally.
Okay.
So we're going to do a focus punch for 8.
Makes sense.
Into these lovely... Oh, for 9, sorry. Into these lovely Dark Troopers. I just need 2... Or I need 1 through.
You need 1 success.
1 success.
They are blocking 3 with a crit to a strike.
Things there. And my 2 is going to be a crit and a strike.
So I get rid of the 3 strikes, and then
2 crits go through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okie dokie then. All right. So we're just going to shove him back a little bit more. It doesn't really matter what condition I toss onto him.
Is it pin? Because
no, it's either a disarm or an expose. For giggles, we'll do an expose.
Sure, why
not? And yeah, that is Kanan pretty much all done there. I will just score 3. 1, 2, 3, and I've already moved the struggle tracker there. I'm pretty sure. I have the momentum. Pretty sure I've moved the momentum there.
I think so.
I hope so. And then we're going to switch back to pack leader.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we'll switch back to pack leader because I'm also refreshing my force at this point. All right, last battle tactic being pulled.
Yep, we're going to go with the bottom one because it lets me pick a support, the ISBs. One of them's going to fail to dash and get rid of the pin. The other one is going to
just get up there and
dash right on up to here and get rid of the strain.
Just prep for some stuff there. Yes, sir. And then you got to shuffle up.
Yep.
All right, top of the deck.
Shatterpoint!
Oh, my goodness. All right, who's the lucky target?
It's the Dark Troopers.
Yeah, I saw that one.
They have a really straightforward turn right now.
Yeah, you don't even have to rocket boots. You just have to move within 2 of the point here, and it's
yours.
I
would like to be on there, but we'll see.
I mean, yeah, no, in all fairness, the only downside is rocket boots is going to cost you 2.
It is, yeah. So, am I within range to climb up?
You are.
Okay, then I'll climb up.
Okay, there you go.
And then the other one's going to walk into engagement with Kanan.
Yeah, you might.
He gets a full advance.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stupid Dark Troopers.
We kind of want to go next to Thrawn there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Stupid, obnoxious Dark Troopers. Yeah, you had the distance to do it regardless of what you were doing there. So.
And then we're gonna do the one who's punching Kanan first.
The one who's punching Kanan. Okay. That is a point that I control, so you get an extra die for this.
Bingo.
7 dice coming in. Okay.
Two fails.
All right.
One expertise is going to be a crit.
My 2 expertise is just I'm blocking 1 and I got a dash.
Okay.
So 4 go through.
Beauty.
Can you pin me as part of this?
I can, yeah.
That's obnoxious.
So with 4 successes, I'm going to do 4 damage.
Yep.
I'm going to shove you twice. I'm going to pin you, and I'm going to strain you.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks a lot right there. So there's shove number 1. And just right away,
Yeah.
Shove number 2. And pinned and strained.
And then you jump and get rid of the...
I dash and I get rid of the pin.
And get rid of the pin, yeah.
So I'll still be strained though.
Yep.
Which is obnoxious.
And then we have a second shot coming into you from the guy upstairs.
Okay, this one's ranged?
This one's ranged, yeah.
That's right. My guys are down. So.
Yep. Okay. 2 expertise in ranged is going to be 2 strikes.
Okay, just take those 2 strikes away.
Okay. So another 4 go through.
Was there a fail in there?
No.
Are you serious?
Yup. The 2 expertise.
Oh my goodness.
So no deflect. Did you get the dash again?
I did.
So in that case, I am going to do the same thing I just did. So it'll be 5 damage because I'm reapplying the strain.
Yep.
And actually, would 1 more damage kill you?
1 more damage one more will take me down.
Then yeah, I will go along the top, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because I'm reapplying the strain.
Okay. So you'll take Kanan down.
And shove you once and repin you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to recover twice of all this.
So conditions are gone.
Yeah, conditions are gone. You'll shove me away like that. Bonk. And then I got to figure out what I'm doing with Kanan. All right, so we're going to recover a couple times. We're just going to jump up to there, and we're going to throw 5 dice into the Dark Trooper.
Is this melee or range?
This is range.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter, I don't think. No, my thing is the same regardless.
Okay, yeah.
My thing is the same regardless. If I can get 2 successes through, that's what I need to see here.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be a block and a crit to a strike.
Yep.
Okay, so a crit to a strike and a block.
So 3.
So 3 go through. That's what I needed to see here.
Okay.
Because that's actually going to be, after protection, you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to shove you twice.
Oof.
So shove number 1, get you down to here.
And shove number 2
I will follow up.
I'm no longer taking that point from you.
And shove number 2, go away, Dark Trooper.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be Kanan all done there.
So I will flip this one, but not the other one.
You will. So you're only going to score 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, tight struggle there.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, commandos are my only bad pull here. Let's see who we got. Not the commandos.
Okay.
All right, so Sabine is going to dash Chopper. He's going to hit the ingress point. And just, if you just make sure he's within 1.
Oh, he's on the point. He's physically on the point.
All right, that's awesome. He also gets a hunker as part of that.
Terrible.
So we'll take care of that. And then Sabine herself, we're going to spend 2 force. And we're going to start with rolling 5 dice, looking for a bunch of expertise
into the point with
Thrawn and the Dark Trooper. If I can get 4 expertise, I'll be giddy as a pig here. I'll take 2.
2 ain't bad.
I'll take 2. That's 2 on Thrawn and 2 on the Dark Troopers.
Yep.
So I'll take that. I get to do a little jumpy jump. So we're just going to do a little jumpy jump up onto the into the pocket there, and then we're going to do a 6 die attack into the Dark Troopers here.
Yep.
And
you need to do 2 damage, so 3 damage because of protection. But
we're going to spend 2 for a coordinated fire.
For the damage?
Oh, 3. No, 2. Yeah, we're going to spend 2 for the coordinated fire damage into the Dark Troopers.
Expensive, but
it's expensive, but I only need 1 success now.
Yeah.
So.
And I think they're going down.
So now Sabine shows up like a friggin' champ. That's going to be... so you're going to block 1, I think?
1, yeah.
So 3 are going to go through. I'm also going to disarm you.
Yeah.
You know what's unfortunate? I could have saved some force. I got my free action or my free ability on this one.
Oh, darn.
But we will... you're just going to... we'll put a strain on you, actually.
Instead of the disarm?
No, we'll put a strain instead of a shove.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
On you.
I do think the shove is more relevant, though.
You think so?
Well, the next time they activate, they're dead anyway, so they don't care about taking strain damage.
That's fair. So we'll just shove you twice then.
Yeah.
Just get you good and away from me.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with these mooks anymore. They can go away. That was super expensive for me to do.
But
and then I will
it's a big move.
Because I can always choose to do a jump.
Yep.
So
head right up there.
Head right up there. We'll take that point.
And Chopper's point over here.
And Chopper's point. We'll get a momentum. And that's the struggle. Because I think I scored 4. 4, yeah. So, oh no, not
no,
yet.
not
1,
yet.
2, 3, 4.
Not quite, but
Not quite.
it's real close now.
It is real close. Yeah, that was a good Sabine turn.
Fantastic.
All right, Empire moving on with the ISBs.
I don't hate it.
They're not Dark Troopers, so
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's not bad. All right, so ISBs have a plan.
Yep, they're going to wake up, get rid of this disarm,
Man, I had so many conditions on them.
and they're all gone, except for exposed.
Which I don't think you care about,
not
to
really.
be honest.
Then they're going to spend two force, and take a damage to go down here.
Oh, they take a damage. Oh, that's
To
right.
get the focus, yeah.
That's right.
And then this one
Oh
is,
no, my expertise or my hunger.
Yeah. This one's going to go right over here.
Just get a sweet angle on Ahsoka there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do some punching.
All right, who's getting punched first?
We're going to start with Chopper. He's the one I am most worried about.
All right, I got 5 defense dice with protection, immunity to pin, and disarm, and you got what?
9, because
9
it's
dice.
6 plus 1 from Gideon and plus 2 from
Focus and
Impact Focus.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Not a bad roll.
Only 2 fails.
Not a bad roll.
And 2 expertise is a crit.
So I'm going to block 4.
I am, yeah.
So you get 2 crits through,
Yep.
which is not quite
Not
what you're
enough.
looking for.
That's going to be 3 damage and or 2 damage and a shove.
Yeah. No, that was the defense roll that I needed to see there.
Yeah, you blocked all of my strikes.
Yeah. No, I got lucky there.
Yeah.
That's basically what it came down to. on
In that
one.
case, I am going to follow up right to there.
Okay.
And then we've got another 9 die attack going into Ahsoka.
Okay. Don't roll any fails.
I'm trying.
Because I got a riposte here.
I'm trying. I'm getting riposted.
Oh, you're getting riposted so hard.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
2 expertise is a crit.
And Ahsoka will block 3, so 2 crits go through.
Okay, this is fine. That's 2 damage
Yeah,
and a shove.
you're pushing her off, which is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down she goes. Don't just plunk her down there.
I'm sorry, I got no good
no
angles
respect
there.
for Ahsoka. But you'll take 3 damage as part of that riposte.
Yeah. Oh, 3 damage.
For the riposte, is it 3 or is it 2? No, sorry, it's 2. You'll
Okay,
take
so
2.
it's 3 damage counting the damage from the assault tactics.
Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, I did 3 damage to them, and not my turn. I'm okay with that.
So now they have one more action. They're kind of standing where they are, and there's not enough.
Do you want to recover?
We're going to recover, which
Yeah.
they both get to do, and
Yeah.
peel 2 damage
I think
off.
that makes sense. And then you will
Actually,
score
we're going to peel 1 damage off, and the
the
exposed.
exposed. Okay. And then you'll score 3. 1, 2, 3, or is it 4?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you'll score 3.
Yeah.
So putting you on 1 there. Okay. Okie dokie. Rebel's going to respond with Chopper. Oh yeah. It's all coming together.
Oh no.
So Chopper is going to walk up here.
Mhm.
We are going to then spend a force.
Yep.
And we're going to mayhem into the ISBs.
Mhm.
And so what
Okay,
did I
only
not
2 conditions
what,
this
what
time.
did I not get this time? No disarm. I don't care about
So
that.
it's strain exposed?
Strain and expose.
Still real bad.
Yeah. And then we're going to toss 6 dice into this ISB agent right there.
The one up top?
Yeah, the one up top.
Blocking 2?
Okay, that's actually
Decent for exposed
decent
roll.
for you. Decent for you. I did not get my double shove,
Okay.
which is actually that's really good for you.
Okay.
Did not get the double shove. All right, so we'll shove the ISB agent down here.
Mhm.
We're just going to shove and follow up to there.
Yep.
We'll flip this point. You're going to take this point back.
Mhm.
You have a strain on your ISB, so if they do anything at the moment,
They're
going to
dead.
take a nap. Actually, no, because I'm only doing 2 damage to you, so they'll be left on 1.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they'll be left on 1 as a result if they
And that's still
take
pretty
the
bad.
strain. Yeah, but that's what we got to do there. I'm not going to spend any force on rocket boosters. I was really hoping for one more success there.
Yeah.
That would have been super, but it wasn't in the cards. I will score 3.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
And the struggle continues.
And the struggle continues, which I don't know who that actually benefits in this case.
Yeah.
Moving on. Mr. Vader.
I don't hate it.
All right, Vader gonna go do a little murder
Yep.
spree.
Refresher force, use his dash to
Yeah,
climb
we
that
know
ladder.
what you're up to there. Yeah, you get up there and then
Take a walk right over there to
where do you want
Mr.
to like,
Chopper.
just sort of like on the center
Yeah.
there?
And then, actually, slightly more.
Yeah,
This way.
wherever you like.
And then we're going to punch the crap out of Chopper.
Yep.
We got 8 die.
Chopper has it coming. He's committed some war crimes this
Yeah.
game. So,
Okay.
ooh, not a lot of crits though.
No, this is going to be fine, actually.
Yeah, you're good because you're adding 2 more strikes. On top
I'm
of that.
adding 1 more strike,
Oh, I was
but,
looking at the wrong one.
but I'm turning a block to a fail.
Okay. So this is just going to be... So after everything's said and done, you're going to get 4 through, which is enough to take Chopper.
Yeah, more than.
Well, it's by 1.
Yeah. What conditions is he immune to?
Pin and disarm.
Okay. We are going to be just straining him then.
Just straining him?
Because I can give 2. The most I can give is 2 conditions, and 2 of those conditions will be pin and disarm.
All right.
So yeah, we'll murder you. It's great. We love that.
Okay. And that's Vader?
I also shove you twice. I don't know if that's going to do much.
I mean, you can shove me, like, back a bunch of times.
Can I get you off?
I think your angle... No, because I think you shoved me onto the platform.
Yeah. Well, then we'll shove you onto the platform. Yeah. Oh, actually, we got to move those conditions, and then we'll just follow up.
Sounds good.
There.
And I got to figure out what Kanan's up to. All right, Kanan is going to do his little jumpy jump. Oh, first off, he's going to recover, I guess, and get rid of that strain that's on the
yeah, why not?
On those guys there. We're going to do a little jumpy jump and just start moving towards the center here, and then throw 5 dice into
Thrawn. All right,
who's already taken 2, so this might be good for me.
Okay, I'm going to be blocking 2 and turning a crit to a fail.
Blocking 2 and a crit to a fail. Only 2 go through then.
Yeah.
Stupid crit mitigation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid crit mitigation. So take 3 and a shove.
Okay.
So we'll just shove you.
He's more than half dead now. Like that's
there.
Really terrifying.
Yeah, and 1 more would have also pinned you or done 5 damage. That would have been amazing.
Jeez.
Anyway, did you already give yourself a momentum?
I did. Chopper? Yes.
Okay, so you'll score 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, very tight struggle. All right, who we got? We got the Shatterpoint card. Okay, we're going to go with Kanan. We're going to refresh... Oh, no, it's Pack Leader. But we're going to refresh a force because of the thing here, the Shatterpoint. We're going to dash Ahsoka right up there. Get her within 2 of that point.
Well within the point.
And then Kanan is going to do something. Kanan is just going to advance, get onto this ingress point up here. And we're then going to pick on this ISB agent right there. Okay. All right, 7 dice into the ISBs. That's a great roll from Kanan.
Fantastic roll from them. They're plucking 4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's their conversion on the ISBs?
2-1-2, yeah.
Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, so regardless of your great defense roll, my expertise is a little bit better there.
Hello, General Han Solo, my old friend.
Oh, geez, you know what? I've been misreading his expertise for a whole bunch on this one.
Oh?
I forgot it's 2 that's 2 crits, 3 is 2 crits and a reposition.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's actually mattered, but either way. So I'll get 4 through. Alright, Kanan's got repositions for days, but there's not really much I'm going to do. I'm going to shove the ISB agent a little bit there, and then we're just going to go down here. We're going to step on this point, because I gotta stay on the point to win the point.
But that wins you the point.
It does win me the point.
And the struggle.
And the struggle, which is finally
4
over.
4 points and a momentum.
Yeah. So
finally
over. We move into struggle 2. Moving on to the next struggle, we need more time.
Interesting.
So this is going to be a tactics dash on the Shatterpoint.
I don't like either of them.
All right, so which one did you choose?
We're going with the top one for me, so it's going to be Sabine's point, the center point, and the point that the unconscious commandos are on.
All right, excellent.
And for priority, we've got...
That's going to be the commandos.
Commandos, okay.
So, and you got lots of options here.
Thrawn's honestly a good one.
Thrawn's a great one for that one, yeah. So Thrawn is actually just going to be cheeky?
Yeah, he's actually not going, but we're going to spend the force after we reserve him for free to get him to reposition.
Yes, sir. So he's going to take that point regardless because my dudes are taking a nap.
Yep.
And instead we have...
Bosk.
Okay, so that means you're not taking 3 points this turn because Bosk needs to stand there to take a point.
Not ideal, but we can kind of do something.
Yeah,
probably.
We got options.
Yeah. Talking about.
So what's Bosk up to?
He has to walk because if he wants to shoot into his true target, Sabine, he has to get out of engagement.
Okay.
And he's going to walk there, and we're going to shoot Sabine.
All right. So this is what, 6 dice, 7 dice?
7 dice.
7 dice. I got 4 with Sabine. Just get rid of your die right there.
Yep. Okay, only 1 fail.
Yeah, but no crits.
2 expertise is 2 strikes.
I will block with thing. I'll block 4.
2 go through.
2 go through. So
Yep.
Sabine is very durable up here.
Yeah, we're going to be doing 3 damage to her.
Yeah. But do you pin or do you shove?
I don't think the shove gets you off.
And the pin is really annoying.
And the pin is really annoying. So
Yeah.
pin it is.
Pin is super annoying.
Yeah.
And I'll take 2 damage after protection.
Yeah, this is not great, but I am taking 2 points, and one of them is a priority, which
is
feels
good for
solid.
you. Yeah, so that's going to be 3 points for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Priority is going to be Sabine's point.
Ugh.
That's great for me.
Brutal.
And who do we have? Oh. All right, so you have been the voice of reason. Although last time you were the voice of reason, you told me to punch Mando. So we'll take this as it is. We're going to move him up within... Actually,
Yep.
can I... We're just going to move him like this.
Okay.
Make sure he's not engaged. Yeah, not... Oh, wait, no, but I need the shove angle.
Yes, so you want to be back there,
Yeah,
not
so
engaged.
we're going to be back there.
Yep.
And we're just going to take 2 pot shots into Bosk here.
Okay.
So we'll start with this back guy right here and throw 7 dice into Bosk.
Mm-hmm. Who is blocking...
Not great. Just 2.
2?
In the box. That is an awful roll.
Oh. What's 2 expertise doing for you?
Not a lot. 2 expertise is 2 strikes. So guess what? One goes through.
Takes a damage and gets pinned?
Takes the damage and gets pinned.
Okay.
So we're going to try it again with the other one.
Yeah.
So here we go. That's a little bit better.
Same as before. I'm only blocking 2.
I think I got my 6.
Oh, no, I'm only blocking 1.
Okay. This time I think I might have got it. Yeah, this time I got it. I got 3.
Okay.
I got 3 this time.
So
in the end, you're going to end up taking 3 more damage because you're already pinned.
Yep.
And I'm going to shove you twice.
Uh-huh.
Because I need the double shove.
Yeah.
In this case to knock you off the point. So shove number 1. And shove number 2. Hey, you can go engaged with
no,
with Ahsoka
I
there.
just wanted to not be engaged.
We will stay on this point here, so we're going to flip that.
Flip that.
And flip that.
Score 4.
Score 4. So they pulled it out in the end there. But oof, that made me sweat a little bit. The commandos are also gone at this point. Yeah, they
small
are.
Victories?
They're small victories. Here, what do we got? We got the center point.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, there's 2 very easy to take points here.
Yeah.
Dark Troopers are going to be great for you if you can pull them.
Yeah. What about a battle tactic?
All right, so Vader is the target here.
We're going to dash him down to there and be very careful with his lightsaber.
Yep. So
Get him onto the center point. Thank goodness.
And then, who's up next?
Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
I'm okay with this.
What is good old Moff up to?
First things first, we're going to get Vader to do a dash, just to get him a little more onto the point.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting Vader dash.
Well, he could only dash, it's range 4.
Oh,
so
that's
he
right.
can only
Okay.
dash the
Galactic
ISBs
Empire,
who
so-
die. Bosk, if I pay another
The
force.
ISB's already down, sir.
Yeah, who die more, but not great.
All right, so now he gets to dash as well?
Yeah, he's going to dash right up to here,
Yes, sir.
because we don't want to punch Ahsoka, we want to shoot her.
Yes, sir. So this is going to be, what, 5 dice coming in?
5 dice? What are you talking about?
Oh, you have a good range shot. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be 7.
Yeah, of course you do. Because Empire has all the good stuff. I'm not salty at all down that. All right.
Only 1 fail.
That's not
I
bad.
will very much take that. And 3 expertise on this side is a crit, a strike, and a pin.
Crit, a strike, and a pin. And my 2 expertise is going to be 2 successes and a crit to a strike.
Okay, so crit to strike, block 2, 3 go through.
I block 4, my friend.
Sorry. And 2 successes on top of
Yeah,
the
2 successes on top of that.
I'm blind. Don't look at me.
You had me really worried there, From. I'm like, that was an amazing defensive roll. How did I blow
Yeah,
that
you
so
take
bad?
2 damage.
Okay.
That's not as good as I was hoping.
I was so worried about that for a second there.
And then we're going to take a movement action.
Yeah. Just gonna...
Well, it doesn't get me onto the same level
It starts
as
getting
Sabine's
you...
point. It does, I believe, get me onto it.
So if you can get somebody onto the same point...
Then I can have the power of wind's ties. Yeah, I'm on the point.
Oh, hold on a second. There we go. No, you're
I'm
just
just
off.
out.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, unfortunate. Either way, I will be scoring.
You're going to score, because you got the priority.
Yeah, so I'll score 3.
Yeah, so you're still scoring 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And over to the Rebels. Okay, so we got some priority roll. I was about to just top deck someone, and that's going to be Sabine's point.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. And we got Mr. Kanan Jarrus. Okay, so Kanan's going, and first thing we're going to do is...
You can cover a force.
Yeah, we recover force. We're going to spend 3 of that force.
Oh.
And we are going to... Oh, actually, no. We're not going to do that just yet.
Okay.
We're not going to do that just
Holding
yet.
off on doing it.
We're going to run up onto the point here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to run up onto the point, and we are going to throw 8 dice at Mr. Vader here.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to do. 8 dice at Mr. Vader. That's a very good Kanan roll.
Not great for Vader. He's going to be blocking 2 and dealing a damage back to you, though.
Blocking 2, Kanan just full treat.
Yeah, he did.
Which is actually even better for me.
Yep.
So Vader's going to take 6 damage after protection.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to shove him, fail. I'm going to expose you.
And then do a second shove.
Do a second shove. And then what we're going to do is we get a free force ability.
Yep.
So go have words with Ahsoka.
Yep. You're trying to force him to fight her, I see.
I am forcing this fight is what's happening here. And it is totally going to be a fair fight.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Totally a fair fight.
He's grabbing her saber. Give me that.
Holding out hands. The Padawan lives. And then, I'll just do a quick follow-up just to get up to there as well. And we're going to take that point back.
Let's score 3.
And score 3. 1, 2, 3. That was a very good Kanan turn. Priority is going to be Sabine's point.
Gosh, darn. Okay.
And you only have the Dark Troopers left.
It's the Dark Troopers or it's Thrawn in reserve.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have Thrawn left in reserve.
Yeah.
And Thrawn could potentially... you could do a reposition, then a climb.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could... Thrawn coming out of reserve.
Yep. He's going to be spending a force for, I want you to know, failure, utter defeat.
Yep.
Which is going to get him up here. And we're going to be on the point, but not within 2 of Mr.
Yeah, so that's basically where you would have.
Yeah.
Because if you go any further, unfortunately.
Yeah. We're going to stop there, but that means he's going to be on this active point.
So you get extra dice.
Getting extra dice, which we're going to use when we shoot Sabine after flipping to Strategic Genius.
Okay, here's the question. Are you within 4? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
I really hope so.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure.
I really thought so, but I really hope so.
I would have felt really bad if you weren't.
So this is going to be 9 dice going into her.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
That's not ideal.
I will block 4.
2 expertise is a crit. So my 2 crits go through.
2 crits go through, yeah. Your dice are kind of slowing down.
Just blocking everything.
Yeah, Sabine she hasn't done a whole lot attack-wise, but she has been a real thorn in your side this game.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to strain her? Strain her sucks.
It means I don't take the point.
I guess if you dash, you take the point. Oh, no, because Moff's not on it.
Moff's not on it.
Yeah, so you don't take the point regardless.
No, honestly, I needed 1 more success.
Yeah. I mean, you could strain expose and do 1 point of damage after protection. That's
probably my only option, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great for you, but it is teeing her up. Yeah, no, that was... You needed a couple more crits
3 fails and you blocking 4 on 4.
I mean, 1 for 2, right? Like that's
brutal.
The friggin' that's the Mandalorian armor right there. So that was great for me. You only
score 1.
You only score 1.
Puts us on 0.
Yeah, this might be the Rebels game.
Yeah.
Thrawn has 1 more action.
Yeah, we've got a little caught up there. He's going to be walking back up to that ingress point and just making sure someone's actually on this point.
Yeah, because I mean, the Dark Troopers could take it easily enough, but I think you want to be more aggressive with them. Because you know they're coming up in the deck, right? Yeah. All right, we have the center point, Mr. Kanan Jarrus there.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Ahsoka. I know what's happening here. All right, we have the ability to actually do something really cool now.
Yeah.
And just show off what Ahsoka can do. We are going to focus and throw 8 dice into Bosk.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet you guys weren't here expecting that. Who is
blocking
3, I think.
Blocking 3? Yep. But that's only 1 fail, I see.
Yeah, that's only 1 fail and 2 expertise, which is going to be a crit and a strike.
So I block 3 and then 4 go through.
4 go through, yeah, 4 go through. So that is going to be, I need to do what, 4 points of damage?
Yep.
And, oh, darn, a pin's not one of the conditions. I can't just layer conditions on you.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 6 damage and I'm going to shove you.
Yeah.
So Bosk is going to go down.
Yep.
Bonk over there. I'm going to refresh a force.
Yep.
On that. And I get to do a jump. Do lift jump. I don't know where my short tool is here. There it is. Yep. So we're just going to do a little jump. Do some fancy acrobatics.
And then do a 5 dicer into Vader.
And then we're going to do a 5 dicer into Vader, who is exposed.
Yep.
And I just need 2 successes through here.
I block 1.
That's going to be a crit and a strike.
So get rid of the strike you're adding. And...
So that's going to be 4 into Vader. And how many do I need to do into him? 4?
3 damage because he's got protection.
He only has 2 left?
Yeah. Sorry, he has 3 left, so you have to do 4.
I have to do 4, so I have to do my top tree again.
Okay.
So I will do 6 damage, so 5 damage into Vader, and I'll shove him.
Yep.
Bonk. Right over there. Oh, like so. It would have been really funny just to reapply all those conditions onto, because strain is actually one of them as well.
Great.
But that'll be 2 momentum.
Yup.
And then I'll score 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka is friggin' awesome.
Yep.
I spent no force whatsoever.
Yep, you actually gained force.
I gained force on that one. Thankfully, it's only once per turn to refresh the force
But
on
still.
it. But Ahsoka is pretty awesome there.
Yeah.
So she's all done. All right, we have the center point. Oh, Sabine's. Never mind. Yeah, this might be game.
We do have the battle tactic.
Yeah, the battle tactic, and we know it's going into the Dark Troopers after this.
Don't not care.
Yeah, so the Dark Trooper is going to just book it off the board with the battle tactic there.
Yep, so they're going to get a strain, but then they immediately go and die after this, so they don't care about the
damage? What damage?
They're going to wake up and get rid of the disarm, and then eat the strain damage. Again, oh no.
Who cares? Yeah.
And then they need to do a lot right now.
Yes, sir. All right, Dark Troopers, very limited in what they can do here.
Yeah,
I got them. Oh, okay, you got them.
One option, which is to get up onto this middle point and try and take it back.
Are you looking for melee or shooty?
Anything. A bunch of successes.
A bunch of successes, okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess start with the shooty guy?
We're going to start with the melee guy, actually.
Oh, interesting, okay.
He's going to go into...
You have range on both?
I think Ahsoka.
That's fair. I do have the riposte, but you don't care.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the jump on her defenses or the reposition.
No, I'm on the Jarkai side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did not think about swapping over. Even so, I think the jump's on 4.
Yeah. So. This is 6 die normally, but you're on a point that I don't control, so it's 7.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
Not a bad roll.
Only 1 fail, and 3 expertise here is going to be a crit and a damage.
Okay, so I will block I'll block 3, and I'm going to churn a strike to a fail. Which actually,
a strike to a fail?
Yeah, a strike to a fail.
Okay, so 2 go through.
2 go through, yeah.
Which is going to be 2 damage, a shove, and a pin.
All right, well, that shove should take me off the point. Pretty sure it should take me off the point anyway. I'd be pretty impressed. That seems like a very long tube.
Yeah, you're off the point.
I'm off the point.
And I will follow up.
There we go.
Because now this one is going to shoot into probably her as well. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because even if you take her down, I don't get the. Oh, did you roll any fails?
Yes.
For giggles, riposte.
Okay, they're dead.
They've taken 6 damage, sir. Not as impressive.
Yeah. No, that is it's a crit and a strike.
I'll block 2, and I'm going to turn a strike to a fail.
Okay, my crit goes through. Which is a damage and another shove.
Okay.
That is what I needed, though. I push you into the box.
Yeah, because it gets a second body onto...
Yeah, which means I do take the center point.
Yes, sir, you do.
And I score 2.
Yep. And you get some momentum for that. But it's very close to a rebel win here.
Yeah.
Priority is going to be the center point, which Kanan is about to take back.
Yep.
And we have Mr. Ezra Bridger here. So, yeah, easy stuff. Ezra is going to shake the strain.
Yep.
Because, that's
so he doesn't die.
That's still a thing here. So, yeah, we're just going to jump up to there. And do I sort of have... I don't think I get the shove angles that I wanted here. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw 6 dice into Vader.
Okay.
Because I want to try and get 3 successes through for the reposition.
Oh, don't shoot Vader. You're level 1, right?
No. Oh. I got 3. I got 3 left.
Oh, you have 3 left?
Yeah, I got 3 left.
Never mind.
Yeah. Because the strain would have killed him perfectly.
The strain would have killed him perfectly. That's what it was.
That's not great. You're getting a pretty good block in there.
Yeah, 4 with damage back at you.
Whew. Okay, well, I'll take 1 point of damage for that. My 3 expertise here is going to be a crit and a strike, so a crit goes through.
Okay.
So I didn't quite get what I want. So yeah, there's no really much point in doing a lot of other things here, I guess. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to move.
And win ties on the center point.
And win ties on the center point. like that.
So you don't quite close it out, but you score 3.
Yeah, I score 3. Vader had a very good defensive roll there.
Yeah.
Which, frankly, is what he needed.
Yeah.
And that's going to be that. Empire is shuffled up. They have 5 force to play with, and it looks like
we need the center point.
The center point again.
Great.
Ooh. But you have a nice refreshed deck with Moff Gideon.
Okay.
He goes beats up Ezra, then you win ties.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty easy. Even if Kanan gets a clap back, it's not like I take the point back from you.
Yep.
Right? So
you applied a pin to...
Yeah, he just has a pin at the moment. I don't know who this... Oh, I think...
this was,
Ahsoka.
I believe...
Ahsoka's pinned as well.
No, I thought it was Vader and Bosk from Ahsoka's attacks.
Maybe? So Gideon gonna dash Thrawn, or Vader.
Dash Vader, dash himself.
Yeah, so now he wins ties. So if you can take out that pesky Ezra Bridger.
Yeah, that is the plan. We're gonna focus. We're gonna punch Ezra.
Yep, I think that is totally fair. Ezra has, strangely enough, he hasn't done a lot this game, but it feels like he has.
He has 2 health left?
Yes. I think you just need 1 success.
Yeah, we actually stay on this side.
Yeah, just 1 success will do the trick for you.
Yeah,
you're rolling 7 dice, 8 dice because you're focusing.
Yeah.
So, all right. Bring on the pain. That's a lot of crits.
Where was this?
That's a
Where
lot.
was this?
That is a lot of crits. So I'm going to block 3. I'm going to turn a crit to a strike. Oh boy! And I get a dash.
Okay, so I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yeah. You just mulched him good.
Oh my lord, this is a full tree.
Any conditions you want to toss on?
Disarm and expose.
Sure.
And you're dead.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yep.
That was something else. Well, okay. I guess I got a Kanan response here.
Yeah.
So Kanan is going to recover twice, so we'll get rid of that damage on him, and I guess we'll just get rid of like the disarm on Ezra there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to jump over to here and throw 5 dice into Moff.
Okay.
So there we go. Kanan is not happy at what you did to Ezra there.
Block 1.
Kanan is not happy with what you did to Ezra there. Oh my goodness. So that's 4 going through for me.
Yep.
Whoa. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
We're going to shove you twice. We're going to disarm
5
you.
points because I have protection.
Yeah, you have protection. So shove number 1.
You shoved me twice.
Yep. And we're just going to go right to there. Shove number 2. We're just going to do that.
Which means I take no points.
You take no points.
I score Thrawn's point.
You're also going to be disarmed.
Yeah, I put that down.
And then I'm just going to... I'm going to be the good Jedi and just get in the way of protect Ezra.
Yeah. Anyways, I score 1 and there's literally nothing I can do to save this game.
So we're gonna see how this game caps out. All right, Rebels bound to close this one out. Sabine's point.
Oh, insult to injury.
Hey, look.
Insult to injury.
I want to top chat this off with Jedi.
Force.
Oh, Chopper. Okay. All right, Chopper is going to commit some war crimes. He's going to rocket boot over here. We'll get rid of the...
that was on...
It doesn't really matter.
No, that was on Ezra, so he's fine.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go over there.
You're going to go kill Moff Gideon?
We're gonna let's do 2. We're going to spend 4 force now. We're gonna mayhem onto Moff Gideon.
Yep.
So Moff Gideon is going to take, what is that? An expose and a strain.
The expose is the one that matters.
Yep. And we're going to do an 8 dicer into... that's how we're going to finish this off.
Yuppers.
War crimes from Chopper.
War crimes!
Actually, wow.
It doesn't matter. I block 1.
You block 1, and my 2 expertise here, not that it really matters. 1 crit goes through.
Okay.
So good news for you.
He's not dead.
I'm only dealing 2 points of damage.
I can't even reshuffle my deck.
Yeah, only 2 points of damage, but Chopper finishes off with some war crimes, and the rebellion will take this one.
Yeah.
So there we go. It is a Rebel victory with the power of Fulcrum.
Yep.
This game, I want to say, actually, you know what? I think everyone on my team did stuff.
Everyone on your team had some phenomenal turns.
I think Kanan, as we were discussing off camera, pulled some golden horseshoes out of his butt.
He definitely did. This game, and in conjunction with the last game, if anyone's who's seen it on the channel, with Mother Talzin, has made me never trust you when you say you're making a 5-die attack ever in my life.
It's okay. I never trust you when you tell me to hit Mando or Dark Trooper.
It's fine. Yeah.
It always ends poorly for me. Kanan did a lot of work this game.
Well, speaking of the Dark Troopers, they took I think 6 attacks to kill on their health the first side.
They took a lot of action.
And then the second time was an attack from Sabine. Sabine's ability.
Because Kanan did a clapback and got 4 damage through on him.
Clapback for protection. He did 5 damage to them.
Yeah, no, Kanan getting that much on the clapback, which led Sabine to getting 2 off her ability.
Yep.
Followed by
6 damage on them before
Sabine even attacked.
Before any actual attack action went into them was brutal.
Yeah, no, I got really lucky with that strain there. And like we said, Kanan did work here.
Kanan did so much.
Although I want to say Ahsoka did work too.
See,
Ahsoka, she claimed
rolled up, she killed Gideon just like that.
So without Shatterpointing her, she took out Moff Gideon, she took out Bosk, and she took out Vader.
Yep. She did work today.
She did work. Her Jarkai is just so friggin' good.
Yep. I want to call out, she did that, and she did her double attack once.
Yeah, she only did her double attack once, and that was into Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, she only barely got Moff Gideon on that one.
Yeah, just barely, but
But she did it. Being three successes netting 6 damage is insanely good.
Oh, it was... Yeah, that's...
And I'll say this, even Vader did well this game.
I don't want to... I did lose, obviously. But Vader was not the reason for it. He had every turn where he's like, here's a force, I'm going to kill a guy.
Yeah, honestly, I think what happens, I just kind of out-attritioned you.
Yes, and the problem for me is but we both had a point in the game where our attrition really slowed down. For you, it was the Dark Troopers. For me, it was Sabine.
Yeah. Sabine was a freaking champ.
Oh, yeah. Absolute champ defensively. But your attrition was really effectively focused. The Dark Troopers and the ISBs both, if the ISBs got to go again, they were off the board as well. And at that point, I have 4 models on the board.
I mean, let's look at this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds done on you. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on me. Our attrition was actually fairly well matched. Fairly well matched.
A little bit more in your court. The focus was the thing, right? You 4 of them are on my supports.
Yeah, and the thing is, because of where Ezra was, you were kind of ignoring him for quite a bit of it. And
yes, Ezra got himself to a nice spot where he was almost dead. He was kind of not a worry, and
you were able to ignore him for a little bit. Yeah. Which I don't know if that necessarily hurt me or not, but Chopper walked up. He scored me a whole bunch of points this game.
Yep.
Honestly, my entire team showed up.
Your entire team did work.
Yeah, and you had me really worried in the first struggle there because you started pulling it back a little bit.
Yeah, I had a couple. That was at first turn where it was the Moff Gideon had me score 4 points. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is going good. And then Ahsoka comes up and whips him. Yeah. And then I go with the Dark Troopers and go, great, I'm scoring 4 points again.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was starting to get a foothold, but you just pulled it back.
Yeah, I ended up getting a really solid... once the Dark Troopers went down, I started pulling it back.
Absolutely.
And that was huge for me there.
And then the bullying of the ISBs was also such a big deal for you.
I hate to say, I think Bosk was your weak point in this game. I think if you had the Stormtrooper Sergeant, he might have done a little bit more for you.
I don't disagree. I don't have any Stormtroopers.
That's fair, but the Stormtrooper Sergeant can he move non-Stormtroopers? I can't remember. I don't know. Bosk. Okay, so when I say weak point, I think Bosk just never really had anything good to do.
No, I think he suffered from when he was drawn a little bit.
You drew him late, didn't you?
I drew him late, and I drew him on a point where he wasn't going to be able to get to a point to steal, right? Yeah.
Because all the points that he could get to were already yours.
Because if you were taking this point when I drew him, I could have gotten him over here.
Yeah.
If you were taking this point with a model, I could have done something about that.
Yeah.
But
I had Chopper and Ahsoka.
It was Chopper and Ahsoka, and I had taken this point.
Yeah.
So he was kind of suffering from when he was drawn then, and then the second time I got to him, he really didn't have a ton of great
No, that was unfortunate. And there was a very difficult
Also, he had an actually really good attack into Sabine, but
I had a really good defense.
You rolled super freaking well on defense.
And there was a discussion as to whether or not you should use your explosive ordnance on that one.
Yes, and what it came down to is I didn't want to because I wanted to save the Force for the Dark Troopers, and it didn't wind up happening because I wound up spending it on Thrawn.
Yeah, because I think if you had spent the Force, you would have been down to like one Force remaining.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, and even then, like Sabine still just tanked everything, right?
And Sabine was an absolute beast.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing. Everyone in my team showed, even the Rebel Commandos who went down like chumps to the Dark Troopers and to Vader. Like they took on Vader and the Dark Troopers, and they still did work for me.
And they still got a lot of work done. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't be upset with them in this particular game. When they were able to push Bosk off that center point,
that was big.
That was big.
That was we went a little back and forth on how you were gonna do that, but doing that without spending any Force. Too.
The irony is I didn't spend any Force on that because like I want to make sure I have Force, and then I ended that deck with like 4 Force or 5 Force anyway.
Because you were just whipping me without spending any of it.
Yeah.
Like Ahsoka left open her turn for her to be able to jump twice, and she's like, "No, I'm good."
I wanted her to have Force to jump twice and do her double tap, and then she's like, "I don't need to do."
I actually don't need that. I'm actually just going to kill 2 people and spend no Force.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that felt really good.
Like being on the receiving end of it. Feels bad, but it is super cool.
Oh yeah, no, this is the Ahsoka I've been waiting to see in the game.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Ahsoka, Jedi No More, just I don't know. She always leaves me a little disappointed. She's a little bit too defensive.
Yeah, this Ahsoka feels like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, no, Fulcrum feels really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I really like Fulcrum.
I think she's a really good combo with, like, I think this is a very solid squad you've put together. Very, very powerful.
It definitely does a lot of work, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens once, like, the Andor boxes hit in April. Yes. So, we'll see what happens on that one. Yeah, like, honestly, this was just, it went very well for the Rebels. Like, that's kind of what it came down to. I was getting good flop. My dice were more or less doing what I needed them to do, and I got through the important things when I needed to get them through. Yeah, and I think I stayed focused this game too.
Yes, the wounds and injures on the Dark Troopers and ISBs do show the focus. Yeah.
Well, I really tried to focus down the supports because that's what I've been finding when I fight Empire. It's like you just keep moving your supports all over the place, keep scoring, and.
I joked off camera that I've never once gotten to use Long Live the Empire because all my supports are dead.
It's such a good ability.
It's a phenomenal ability. It's so good. But if you just do the correct option of targeting my supports, it doesn't do anything.
And that was the funny thing. When I went into your ISBs with Chopper, if I didn't get that extra pin, it would have been perfect because it would have left them on 1.
And I could have done the Long Live the Empire. Oh, yeah. Don't remind me.
So there we go. Anyway, that is the debut of Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum, and Darth Vader, Fallen Master. I think very exciting game for that. I'm glad that they got to fight in the game as well.
Absolutely.
That was really cool. And I'm sure you're going to see them on the channel more. So we will see you guys next time. Happy wargaming.